Got my mic on. Check. Check.
Super duper. That's nice.
Soundboard's on. Check. Got some easy listening tunes on. Because I feel like it. Because I'm the boss of me. I'm the boss of me. What else? What am I forgetting? Oh, you're there. Fancy meeting you here. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect you to be here. I didn't expect anybody to be here. Why would I press start the stream and expect anyone to show up? You know what I'm saying? It's a Tuesday, slow news day, or at least it was. Holy crap. Hold on. Sorry. I'm going to remove that. Scrolling across my timeline, which I don't have on my phone anymore. I don't have Twitter on my phone. I just put it, it's on my computer. And all hell broke loose. Plus, you know, the tournament started. Now, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I watched college basketball all year. That would be a lie. That would be fictitious. College basketball has been somewhat unwatchable for at least me. But if you watched that game between Alabama State and Alabama State just wanted to get them to punch their ticket. Oh yeah, Fishing Timothy Remedy. Fishing text me. Yeah, I mean he sent me a tweet. He tweeted at me the Golden State win. I don't remember getting a tweet from Fishing after the Nuggets lost to the Wizards, but whatever. It's fine. Who's Victory Lap? That's Bo. What's up, Victory Lap? Welcome to the party, pal. Let's Bo. Lakers, fuck off.
While we talking, I tell you to shut up. Okay. Do you think it's wise for you to keep talking?
Jesus Molina's in the house.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. Every day in my hood, I'm a nice work.
Is that my guy, Victory Lap?
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. Every day in my hood, I'm a nice work.
Tavon, is that you? Yeah. So we can harken back to last night's great Nuggets victory without two of their best players, and you get a win like that. Although Steph said he's tired. He said he's tired. It doesn't change my view of what's going to happen. And like I said, don't be afraid. You know what that's called? We call that fishing. We call that front running. You tweet at me after that. I don't remember the tweets after the Wizards loss. I don't remember that. Let's hear your take on the Nuggets getting crap for resting their guys last night. Hey, I have no Jesus. We'll talk about it, and I want to get your thoughts on it. I have nothing ill to say about that performance that the Nuggets put up last night. There's really nothing. I mean, Aaron Gordon puts up 38 when they need him to do it. Hunter Tyson is knocking down threes, as was our boy Peyton Watson. Everybody came and showed up to play. That was nice. It was nice to watch. It was very nice to watch. No, we're not just talking Nuggets ball. We're going to talk about March Madness because it's underway. You guys can help me fill out my bracket. And if I win money, then I'll split it up amongst everybody else. I'm going to fill out a bracket on USA Today. If we win money, I'll split it up with you guys. I promise. Scout's honor. So we're going to fill out a bracket. It's a timeline Tuesday, kind of a slow news day. Kanye West just exploded on Twitter over Jay-Z's kids. So I'm going to talk about that. And just what does it mean? What does genius mean anymore? What does that word mean? It's like great. We throw words around all willy-nilly. Have I given you enough to think that I'm going to talk about and be excited about yet? Well, if I hadn't, hopefully this show open will do it.
And now it's time to play everybody's favorite game. Good can't wrong.
Yes. And we're back. Exploded on his. Yes, they are underage. We'll get to Mr. West. We'll get to the artist formerly known as Kanye West. He is a victim of the stupidity of young people. I want to point that out. Kanye West is a victim. It's the fans' fault. He's a victim. He's been victimized by his constituency. We'll talk about that. Yeah, exactly. No, it happened. Oh, it happened. Big time.
Super duper. That's nice.
He did that. He did one of these. He's suffering from the fact that nobody's paying attention to him because he can't mute music anymore, so he did one of these. Then he did this.
Way to go. Neato, gang.
He didn't do that part, but he definitely did this. But I want to get some stuff out of the way before we get to that, and anything else that comes across the timeline. I call it a slow news day, timeline Tuesday show. Plus, did you see St. Francis? St. Francis just went down to Alabama State. SWAC. HBCU, first trip to the tournament. Former Auburn assistant coach gets the face off with his old squad. Tournament's off to a great start. If you saw that game, if you were watching that game on True TV, because I was, last second shot and everything. Baseball pass, length of the court, Hail Mary, length of the court, dribbles through a couple of hands. One kid gets it, puts it up, score. Tie game turns into a 2-point loss for St. Francis. The Colossus of Clout. St. Francis goes down hard. By the way, I do have a new button.
Leave them crash outs alone while they're crashing.
That's not my new button.
What?
That's my new button.
What?
Are you going to help me fill out my bracket?
What?
Are you going to help me make some money on this March Madness bracket?
What?
You heard what I said, March Madness.
What?
The tournament?
What?
Dancing?
What?
The voice drop isn't working? Is it working now?
What?
Can you hear it now?
What?
Can you hear my what? Someone give Ye a hug. Yeah, he needs something. He needs a goddamn something. Yeah. Jesus is hearing it.
What?
I don't know what your problem is, Timothy Rimothy. Jesus is hearing it.
What?
Jesus got it.
What?
So where to begin? Congratulations to Alabama State. North Carolina is taking on, I believe, San Diego State next. So I'll just keep yep.
What?
Exactly, Jesus Molino. Welcome to the party, pal. I just a few hundred at the casinos. Give me a lock bet. You want a lock? You want my hammer lock? We're gonna go over it. You guys are gonna help me fill out my bracket. We'll fill out a bracket together, and I promise you, if I win, when I win money, I'm splitting it up with all of you guys.
What?
You heard what I said. I'm gonna split it with you.
What?
I'm going to split the winnings from our bracket that we're going to fill out right here on the show with you if we win.
What?
Sounds like a good deal. Maybe, you fill out your bracket with mine and we all have the same picks. Let's do some quick house cleaning, some things that I saw. Before we did you guys see Tracy Morgan throw up at an NBA basketball game? Did you see that?
What?
So Tracy Morgan was sitting courtside at a Knicks game and gave up the ghost, as it were. He blew chunks. See if I can find it. Hold on. It was pretty gross looking. It was like, ugh, yikes. Tracy Morgan. Poor guy. Oh, it's just a still. It's a still photo, but look at that. Tracy Morgan gave up the ghost, as it were. He did one of these. Courtside at a Knicks game. Everybody thought he was hammered. Turns out he wasn't hammered. He wasn't hammered at all. He was food poisoned. A little thumbs up there. Let's see. New York, Dateline, New York. Tracy Morgan says food poisoning was to blame for his taking ill during Monday night's Heat's Knicks game at Madison Square Garden, and that he's, quote, doing okay. The actor comedian, wait, that music is annoying me. I thought it was gonna, it's not. I don't want it. It's too easy listening. The actor comedian posted an update on Instagram on Tuesday morning, along with a smiling photo from a hospital bed, thanking fans for their concern. Morgan also suggested humorously that perhaps his health episode spelled good luck for the Knicks. Thank you for all your concern. I'm doing okay now. Doctor said it was food poisoning. Appreciate my MSG family for taking such good care of me. And I need to shout out the crew that had to clean that up. That's gross. More importantly, the Knicks are now 1-0 when I throw up on the court. So maybe I'll have to break it out again in the playoffs. Please don't. I'm now doing okay, and doctors say it was food poisoning. Appreciate my MSG family, blah, 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 blah. Morgan vomited in the second half of Monday night's Heat's Knicks game, interrupting the action at Madison Square Garden with 6:09 left in the third quarter. While workers had to clean that. You ever had to clean up someone else's throw up? Let me tell you, man, if you've ever worked in a bar, that shit's fucked up.
What?
Walmart's revenge. Oh my God. Well, shout out to Tracy Morgan. I saw that and I just thought, but that's not the story I wanted to get to. This is the story I actually wanted to get to. Who had Trump and Vlad hooking up for hockey activities on their bingo card? You can't write this shit. As crazy as North Carolina is getting ready to face off with San Diego State in 8 some odd minutes, you just can't write this shit. As wild as the world is, of course, the Orange Menace would find a way to bring sports into it. You know how much I love to cross the streams. President Donald Trump supported Vladimir Putin's idea to organize hockey games between the U.S. and Russia during their phone call on Tuesday, according to the summary released by the Kremlin. So this isn't gonna explode or anything.
What?
This isn't going to set the world on fire. Oh my God, now there's fucking hockey. According to the Russian government, Trump and Putin discussed, quote, hockey matches in the USA and Russia between Russian and American players playing in the NHL and the KHL, which is Russia's professional hockey league. They're pretty fucking good. Russians are pretty good at hockey, right? Am I tripping? Is that like painting with a broad brush? Am I stereotyping? Seems like they're pretty good at hockey. Hey, how's that whole thing going with that war in Ukraine? Like, you're organizing hockey. How's that whole Ukrainian war thing? Is that wrapped up yet before we're talking about hockey? We've just become aware of the conversation between President Trump and President Putin. The NHL said in a statement to ESPN. This is where it's sticky. That's a sticky wicket for the NHL because they're like, "Yee, why'd you have to bring us into it?" Here's the thing. If you're the NHL, you're like, here's the thing. We're trying to resurrect our sport. We don't need any bad press. He's like, it'll be a beautiful game. It'll be a beautiful game. Vlad, what do you think? It'll be beautiful, the most beautiful hockey ever. Vlad's like, "Niet." I mean, that means no. It's probably the extent of my Russian.
What?
Niet. I said niet is the extent of my Russian.
What?
Just get the fuck out of here. The NHL and KHL have played exhibition games in the past. Hold on. I skipped something. We have just become aware of the conversation between President Trump and President Putin, said the NHL in a statement to ESPN. Obviously, we were not a party to those discussions, and it would be inappropriate for us to comment at this time. Translation, God damn it, we don't need no bad press. Trying to rebuild a league here. Trying to resurrect the sport. Nothing to see here. Just trying to resurrect the sport. Holy shit. The NHL and the KHL have played what could be worse PR for the NHL? What could be worse PR right now for a sport that's done well? I mean, like that, the four-way tournament that they had, you know what I mean? Like, it's going well. You know what they don't need? This is like having Kanye West come to you and be like, hey, I'll be your let me be your publicist. Here, let me be your brand ambassador. No, thanks. Appreciate you. No, I really do. I appreciate it. I appreciate you thinking about me. I appreciate the fact that you, Kanye, are thinking about me. And you know what? I'm good. The NHL and KHL have played exhibition games in the past. In 2008, the New York Rangers faced Metallurg Magnetorsk. Let me get this. I'm gonna fucking nail this. Metallurg Magnetorsk. Metallurg Magnitogorsk in Switzerland as a part of the short-lived Victoria Cup in Europe. In 2010, the NHL had 2 games against the KHL teams as a part of its Premier Challenge series as the Carolina Hurricanes faced SKA St. Petersburg in Russia, and the Phoenix Coyotes took on Dynamo Riga in Latvia. NHL's relationship with Russia has changed dramatically after Putin's invasion of Ukraine. I figured that would probably be right. In February 2022, the league suspended its dealings with the KHL in March of 2022, instructing teams to cease contact with KHL teams and with agents based in Russia. It also terminated its broadcast agreement with Russian television. See, that's it. One goes to war, everybody. We all in this.
What?
Bumbleclot.
Russia has been frozen out of the hockey world since its invasion of Ukraine. Is that so? Wait, are Russian players still playing in the NHL? I mean, have Russian players been frozen out? Is Alex Ovechkin, is Ovechkin Russian? He's Russian, right? Let me see something real quick. Russian NHL players. Is Alex Ovechkin even still playing hockey? Am I talking out of turn? Active Russian players in the NHL. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I'm right. Ovechkin's still playing. Evgeny Malkin's still playing. Nikita Kucherov is still okay. There's a ton of Russians. So their players are still playing. It's just that Russia's been frozen out. It was banned. You're banned.
What?
Bumbleclot.
Banned along with Belarus from international hockey tournaments by the International Ice Hockey Federation since 2022. The ban was extended last month through the 2025-2026 season, citing, quote, security concerns. as the current security conditions do not allow the necessary requirements for the organization of tournaments or guaranteeing all safety, the IIHF must maintain the current status quo until further notice, the IIHF said in a statement. The ban would carry through the 2026 Winter Olympics in Milan, which is scheduled to have NHL players' participation for the first time since 2014, despite the IIHF's ruling. The International Olympic Committee will have the final decision on Russia and Belarus participating in the games and under what conditions. What of Israel, though? Will they be invited to the games? Inquiring minds want to know. Will Ukraine be invited to the games? Oh, they're the victim. My bad. Have you guys ever seen Zelensky's Spanish villa? If things are going bad in Ukraine, they're definitely not going bad for their president. Yet I digress. Trump recently made hockey headlines by calling Team USA on the morning of their NHL Four Nations Face-Off Championship game in Boston to wish them luck. The U.S. lost in the overtime to rival Canada. Ah, the Trump curse. Tournament became politically charged thanks to, in part, Trump's tariffs plans impacting the Canadian economy and his statements about making Canada the 51st state. And, you know, we'll just go ahead and we're just going to take that, which, by the way, I mean, they kind of are, aren't they? Like, let's be honest. It's really our Canada. We just let you guys have it. Like, you know, everything up there is, you know what I mean? Like, whose military is really holding things down? It's really our Canada. Your Canadian hockey team's playing our NHL. Come on. You know what I mean? The Toronto Raptors. Come on. Even Canadian rules football is like, what would you have without us? Come on. It's really our NHL. Tournament became politically charged, blah, blah, blah. 51st state, blah, blah, blah. Leading the country's respective national anthems being booed during the games. Canada needed a win, and the players bared that on their shoulders. They took it seriously. Team Canada coach John Cooper said, "This one was different." No, he said, this one was different, eh? This wasn't a win for themselves, eh? This was a win for 40 million plus people, eh? By the way, there's 330 million people in America, little brother. We'll eat those 40 million. We'll consume them. We will swallow them whole. The guys knew it, and they delivered, eh? Yeah, good job. Wait. There you go. There you go, brother. There you go. Hey, Fishing, you know what I don't recall getting? I don't recall getting a tweet from you when the Nuggets lost to the Wizards. Until you address that, I don't give a damn that the Nuggets beat the Golden State Warriors last night. It doesn't change anything about how I feel. Steph had 7 turnovers in that game, and he claims that he's tired. You know, I still, when you address that, Fishing.
What?
Address that.
What?
When you address that.
What? What? What?
When you address that, you can't be front running, brother. Dante's in the house. Hold on.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. In my hood, I bang. I'm a nice worker.
I think last night I said, can't Calvin Booth find a G leaguer that can just rebound and play defense like Dennis Rodman? Well, I mean, he had Hunter Tyson out there. He had Hunter Tyson out there killing it.
What?
I see you Fishing.
What?
It's so much fun. Fishing. Hey, Fishing said, when the Nuggets come back and win this game, what's everybody going to say? I remember that. I remember you saying that. What I don't remember, though, what I don't recall is looking at my Twitter timeline, which is no longer on my phone. I have to go on my computer to see my Twitter line. What I don't recall is looking on my Twitter timeline and seeing that you had tweeted at me after the Nuggets lost to the Washington Wizards for the second time. I don't recall that. You know what we call those people? You know what we call those type of people, right, Fishing?
What?
You know what we call people who only tweet when things go their way. You know what they call them, right?
What?
You know what we say about people who only speak when things go the way that they predicted, right?
What?
You know what we call them?
What?
We call those people front runners.
What?
Don't be a front runner.
What?
You,
What?
Fishing. Don't be a front runner.
What?
That's because I didn't know you were. I wasn't dead, brother.
What?
Okay. No, Fishing was right. He called it last night. He said, what did you say? You said something to the effect of, hey, can I tweet or I want everybody to remember all this when the Nuggets come back or when the Nuggets win. They won that game from beginning to end, controlled the game all the way through. I was very proud of the way that the other guys played. And of course, Aaron Gordon comes up with a huge 38. Now, I will say this. We can talk about that a little bit. Steph claims he's sitting out tonight's game. He said he's tired. He had 7 turnovers in that game. He definitely played like it. And if you watch, like, when Dante, when they Jones. Yeah. They found some mutters. They're gonna need it. Steph had 7 turnovers, and when I think Golden State had gotten it down to 3, I think they got the lead down to 3 somewhere in the fourth quarter. It's like 8 minutes left in the fourth or something. They had trimmed the lead to 3, and then Steph had back-to-back like terrible turnovers. And the Nuggets never looked back. I don't think they ever trailed in that game last night either. So good on them.
What?
But suspicion, we don't run from the front. You got to lead from the front. You can't run from it. Old people get tired of playing a game. What?
What?
Steph was a sleepy boy. First the Nuggets, now Steph. These NBA boys need to find a proper bedtime. Yeah, I think he's been saying he's just been shouldering the load. He's been great all season. And he feels like he's been shouldering the load. According to Jimmy Butler, guys need to step up. You know what I love? We just need to step. I love guys when Jason Hunt's in the house. Hold on.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. In my hood, I bang. I'm a nice worker.
It was fun watching Kerr lose his shit. Yeah. Yeah. Steve Kerr is like, I know which one you're talking about too, because it was a foul that was not called. And Steve, how can you I can't take Steve Kerr serious when he's mad. Like when he looks upset, it's just hard to take him seriously. It's like the dad that people are like, come on, dad. You know what I mean? One of those dads, like, remember Bam Margera? I know his dad was not. His dad was fat. But Steve Kerr reminds me of one of those dads whose kid is like a YouTube sensation or like a TikTok or something, and is always kicking his dad in the pants and shit like that. That's something about Steve Kerr. Jason Hunt, what did he say about Trump now? Who said what? Wait, who? Wait, what? Huh? Wait, what did I miss? Who said what? By the way, John T said you got to enjoy the win last night in peace. Yeah, I did. It was very quiet. I just watched the game, and you know what? They did they handled their candle, and I'll never be mad at that. My 2 favorite teams squared off. I don't lose in that situation, and they handled their candle. That was actually a really good win. Not so much because of how Golden State, I thought, played a terrible game. I'm not gonna lie to you. They turned the ball over. That was a story of turnover. It was a very sloppy game. It was who was going to play. But I was just proud of how many answers. Like Golden State would hit a shot close to within 8. Somebody would hit a 3. Hunter Tyson or Peyton Watson would hit a 3. It'd push it back out to 10 or 11. They just played their other guys played a real gutsy game. Now, I don't know what that's going to mean because, again, if you watched the game, you know that was a very sloppily played game by Golden State. But shit, I'm not going to take nothing away from the Nuggets for that. You play who's in front of you, and they did their shit. Yeah, that shit was hilarious. Hold on, you want to see it again? It's so gross, but it's so like, wow. Hold on. Look at that. It's just like a projectile stream of vomit. He's like, the dragon. The dragon. What's happening, Chief? What's going on, Chief? What's happening, Chief? Love Tracy Morgan. I thought he was hammered. Apparently he wasn't hammered. He was just sick. He was food sick. We talked about Trump, Timothy, and it was more so that him and Vladimir are planning on hooking up and getting the NHL and the KHL together for some good old hockey, despite what the rest of the world thinks. All I heard was the national media. Okay. All I heard today on the national media was how has Malone figured out how to beat the Warriors 9 times in a row? Yeah, that's 9. That's 9. Last night made 9, which I was surprised to hear too. I was like, damn, we own the Nuggets own fucking Golden State. They own Golden State. Water my ass, get that guy some Pepto. He's straight up. I was like, Golden State looks shitty because of the defense that was played against them, and they don't have a big. It will be a problem. They definitely, well, it was actually the other way around. The Nuggets were forced to play small, and so Quentin Post, who is their de facto starting center, and they still pull Loon off the bench, you know what I mean? But Loon he's like a tweener. They didn't fare well with the Nuggets playing them small. So I don't think it was anything about having or not having a big. There was you had no need for a big. That was a game for smalls, and they actually got outsmalled, which you wouldn't expect it in that circumstance, considering that we were pulling, Zeke Naji and Hunter Tyson and guys who were just scrapping and mucking and clawing, and Jones and guys who, made the most of the time that they had on the court. So it wasn't really like an issue with them being undersized, and Joker didn't play last night. The problem is that they didn't have any answer for the other guys. Every time Golden State tried to make a run, they defensively were terrible. They turned the ball over a lot. Unforced errors, a lot of unforced turnovers from what I saw anyway. And that, they didn't. The Nuggets, other guys hit big shots, and fucking Aaron Gordon had a game. Like, reminiscent of his days back in Orlando, like, number one guy type Aaron Gordon game. He shot the 3 well last night, hit all his open shots. Listen, when I talk about the Nuggets poorly, I'm just talking about what I see. And God's honest, if those guys gave that type of effort and energy when Joker's around, I might have different assessments of those guys, but for whatever reason, it takes sitting your best player down for guys to figure out, I need to play hard. Weird, but okay. I don't know how that's going to serve them in the playoffs, right? Nuggets had to play small. You're describing good coaching. Yeah, the Nuggets played small because they didn't have any other choice. They played the guys that they have, and the guys that they have, there's only one true big man, traditional big that they have, Joker, right? The other one is useless. Thanks, Calvin. And, the other two, because we rarely see DeAndre in any meaningful minutes. Zeke and AG, and these are all tweener guys. They played small because they had to. Well, what else were you going to do? You had to play the guys that you have. I don't know if that was a genius coaching. Playing the guys that you have, and the guys that you had played hard. Weird the type of results that you get. And the one thing that has been I think a consistent theme. I don't want to spend all this time on the Nuggets. We're going to fill out a bracket. You guys are going to help me fill out my bracket.
What?
I said you're going to help me fill out my bracket.
What?
And you're going to enjoy it.
What?
And when I win money,
What?
I'll share it with you.
What?
I promise. Plus, I want to talk about Kanye West and the and why he's such a fucking nut job. So I got a lot to get to. But good on the Nuggets. Great win for the Nuggets. Hold on. Round of applause. Nuggets own the California teams. Seems like it.
What?
Random question. Working on a college campus. Turn the goddamn applause off. Working on a college campus. How old is too old to mingle with the ladies? I'm in my mid-30s. I'm out. It's creepy. I understand. Well, Tim, here's the thing. I have a 22-year-old who is graduating from college, and she is a woman, right? She's 22. My baby just turned 20. It's so crazy. She just turned 22 years old in February. And then I have a younger who is about to start college. She's 18. Those are my youngest. That's my youngest, right? So that's the range of college girls for the most part. Most college students, right? 18 to roughly, so you're talking anywhere from, the really smart kid that, gets into college early. One out of every, 1,000 kids is old, is in college at around 16, 17. Most kids are 17, 18, right? And then, the super senior, grad student. You're talking about guys that, guys and gals that are in their, early 20s, 23, 24. Is it, look at Bill Belichick, right? He's dating some hot little co-ed. He's in his 60s. But the problem is when you're on the college campus, differentiating between, you feel me? And so then it's always probably best just to not, so as not to get yourself in any trouble. You dig? If you meet somebody outside of the environment, because I get it, it probably does feel creepy because you're dealing with a whole age rate. You got a whole spectrum of ages, right? And the best thing to do is look but don't touch. Because see, you know what I'm saying? Fathers like me are like, I'll kill you. I'll kill you. But then there's other people, it's like my daughter, I'll murder you. Me. But anybody else is like, you feel me? So the best thing to do is probably just, I know that the term is if there's grass on the field, play ball. But you probably just want to be careful. No, I'm being serious though. Because of the age range, you just got to be careful, right? But if you're single and you're in your mid-30s and Bill Belichick's, knocking down some 20-some-odd-year-old co-ed, right? And that guy at was it Mississippi? Was it Mississippi? It was one of them SEC schools where the guy's knocking down his son's girlfriend. I'm not. You gotta judge the situation. Best bet is don't be in the place where the co-eds all like. Don't go to any frat parties, and everything else is kind of like, there isn't an age limit when it comes to adults, just bad choices. Exactly. Well, no, wait, hold on. Wait, whoa. Yes, there is an age limit when it comes to adults. If you are dating below the age of 20 and you're well over the age of 20, you're a predator. But, 21 and up, legal drinking age and up, who's to say? Who's to say? All right. Real quick. Where are we going? We're going to do bracketology first and then Kanye. Yeah, I think I want to wrap up with Kanye West. No, we'll wrap up with bracketology. LOL fish. Right. It's funny. You guys are funny. I fucking love y'all.
What?
Okay. Let me just get this out of the way because this came across my desk. Is it at the college?
What?
The college.
What?
The couch.
What?
Is it at the college?
What?
Preferably in a dorm?
What?
Co-ed?
What?
Ladies?
What?
Could be that that age defying. We don't really know how old this RA is. To be that guy.
What?
No, don't be that guy. All right, man. What is the price? And I can make a tie. I can make a sports tie with this. What's one word that you hear in sports constantly? What's a word that we hear in sports just thrown around way too easily? Way too easily. Greatest of all time, GOAT. GOAT's one of those. You just constantly hear, you hear, well, okay, nobody throws GOAT around all that easy. There's only a couple people that can really be, charged with that. But great. I think great's one of those words. Great's one of those words. Exactly. Great's one of those words. We hear it thrown around in sports. Cinema? What? Sienna? Cienema? What are you talking about, Timothy Ray? Cienema is a word that you hear thrown around. First of all, I don't even know what cienema is. Did you get spell checked on that? I know what cinema is. Gotta step up. Only applies to baseball. Coming out of the dugout, right? That's good job, Dante.
What?
It's really only applicable, or when you're playing on that weird March Madness Final Four stage when you got to step up onto the raised court. Isn't that always weird how in the Carrier Dome? I know they do that in the Carrier Dome when they have games in the Carrier Dome and the court's raised when they're playing up. There's a step up. Yeah, great is the word that I'm looking for.
What?
I said great.
What?
Great's a word that's used in sports far too often.
What?
People throw it around. They always calling people great. You know what? I keep hearing about how Peyton Watson is a great defender. I'm like, you guys don't watch the Nuggets play. People who say stuff like, not that Peyton Watson's not a good defender. Relative to, you think that's a term. That's more a term. Great is the one that I'm looking at. People are always throwing around great. Great, he's great. This guy's great. Great. This guy's great. And it takes a while for greatness to play itself out. Okay, I found my tie-in because I was thinking about this earlier. And this was really unsolicited. I was, for whatever reason, when I was meditating this morning, Kanye West kept coming up in it was a foreshadowing, obviously. I'm being serious. I was meditating this morning, and for whatever reason, I ended up having this discussion about Kanye. What did he do? Maybe, did I see something? Nah, there wasn't really a lot. I mean, he's been sort of trying to enter himself into we're going to do some bracketology, you guys. You're going to help me fill out here. I'm just going to pull the bracket up. I'm going to put this here, and then we'll do some bracketology. Right now, North Carolina and San Diego State. College basketball, squirrel. College basketball has been, for me, for the last 4 or 5 years, unwatchable. I don't know any of the players. The game seems to play a little weirder. It seems a little less skilled. The tournament's off to a great start. Shit, that Alabama State St. Francis game was pretty good. So if that's any indication of what the tournament's going to be like, I'll enjoy this. I haven't watched any college basketball this season. When I say I haven't watched any college basketball this season, I mean I've watched virtually zero college basketball this season. That's why I need you guys' help filling out my bracket. And I haven't, and I don't give a shit. I don't give a damn. I know Auburn. I know that they're all 30 years old. I watched some. I've watched some of an Auburn game. It was really the Auburn game that was like, okay, there's nothing to see. If this is the best team in basketball, I'm good. I'm cool. But it is March. And I feel like it's going to be it'll be an interesting watch because I don't know what I'm seeing going in. I'm like your I'm like, well, I was gonna say something that I know you knuckleheads wouldn't be able to handle. I was gonna say I'm like your girlfriend. And you're like, babe, help me fill out my bracket. And she's like, I got a bracket. I got a bracket on my job. Will you help me figure it out? And you're like, yeah, babe, I got you. But you guys can't handle that.
What?
You'll make fun of me.
What?
You'll take it too far.
What?
But yeah, I've been watching college basketball and I'm gonna fill out a bracket. And so you knuckleheads are gonna help me. We're gonna pick the squad. I did look up, who are the best players. Although I did see this. Sharonis Marciulionis, who I loved. You guys remember the Lithuanian Jordan? Sharonis Marciulionis played for the Golden State Warriors. He's got a kid that plays at St. Mary's. 6'4", point guard, hits big shots. Augustus Marciulionis. I'm like, I'm just hoping, wondering, wishing, praying that the Nuggets can get their hands on a guy like this. I think the Nuggets need to build a squad around Joker that looks like his Serbian team. Hold on. That wasn't me being culturally sensitive. I wasn't even really be trying to be a white girl. That was just me being
What?
That's no, I was not trying to. That was not my. I mean, I guess it sounded like a white girl, but very good, very good, Tim. You guys are gonna help me fill out my bracket. God damn it! Now is that better? Is that better? It related. Help me fill out my bracket. God damn it! Is that better? Anyway, you're gonna help me fill out my bracket. Back to greatness. Back to greatness. I feel like we create these, like, why do you think LeBron behaves the way he does? And there is a Kanye West tie that I'm making here. LeBron James or Auburn Houston in the finals. Okay, but I need to get there. Fishing. Here, let me pull this up. I need to get there before the finals. I want to win this bracket challenge. And you're going to help me. God damn it. So I need more than that. Auburn, Houston. I saw that Houston is one of the 1 seeds that's most likely to let us down. I saw this list. I seen the list, and Houston was on the list as one of the upset threats, like top seed, more than likely to let me down.
What?
So I don't know. Houston? You think I should go with Houston? I was told that they were a top seed that would let me down. What do you think about Grand Canyon? Hold on, squirrel. Let me stay on point. I think greatness is thrown around too easily, and it makes guys believe that they're more than what they are, which brings me to Kanye West. This cat. I was thinking about it earlier. Okay, let me go my shower meditation. And I was like, the only thing that Kanye West did that was genius, because see, he's been typified as a genius, and that label is what has inspired the madman that we see today. I didn't listen to a lot of Kanye West. I ain't gonna lie. I listened to College Dropout. I thought it was a good. I like the songs that kind of everybody likes. Jesus Walks, When It All Falls Down, whatever the name of that song is. Through the Wire, On the Corner, the one with him and Common. I like Kanye good enough, but it's just never really been that thing for me. Late Registration, I don't even remember the album, to be quite honest with you. 808s and Heartbreaks, I know the names of his albums. I just have never really been like enthralled with his music. All I keep hearing those, he's a genius. Oh my God, he's a genius. Kanye's a genius. Oh, he's a genius. The only thing that Kanye did that has done it is that he figured out the formula. Bombast. And he figured out kids know dick. Kids don't know shit. And so there, everybody who was just he's my goat. Kanye wrote the soundtrack to my life. It got me through college and all that bullshit. 808s and Heartbreaks and all that bullshit. I started calling this dude a genius, and then he started believing it. Now, I'm Medici. I'm Steve Jobs. It's like, bro, you make music. And you really make music out of other people's music because Kanye is a producer who samples a lot. That's not to say that sampling isn't a skill. Look at Alchemist. Look at DJ Premier. DJ Premier, would anybody call DJ Premier a genius, a musical genius? He's done some really dope shit. Is he a genius? I mean, I think it's genius when you can take, but already to me, you lose a point when you got a sample. If you're talking about genius, Dungeon Family is genius. Them motherfuckers was making music. You know that, right? That's all. Those early Outkast albums was players, right? That's genius. That's some level of genius because you're doing it originally. Same thing with To Pimp a Butterfly. If you know, like the reason why Kendrick was able to win a Pulitzer for To Pimp a Butterfly is because that album is music. It's being played by artists. Right. So there's an artistry to it that's not just, and I love rap. I love hip hop. But I also understand what I'm looking at. You know, Just Blaze is a genius producer when it comes to sampling because of the way that he turns those samples into instruments. That's not to say that Kanye hasn't exhibited some really dope artistic skill, but calling that man a genius was the worst thing that ever happened. He had the moment when he was like, George Bush don't care about black people. And that lit the fire. And that was, if there's anything genius about him, it's his understanding of bombast. But is that really genius? Like, would you call a kid throwing a tantrum in the middle of Walmart or Target or Best Buy a genius because he can get his parents to give him what he wants? Of course you would not. But he's been able to tantrum his way into this genius, you know, he's just a creative genius level. And I'm just like, if the art don't match up, bro, I don't give a fuck. But I think he might have just gotten himself put on a hit list because this is over the top. Like, he repackaged Sweats. If there's anything genius about Kanye West, is that he was able to repackage Sweats. And like I said, kids don't know shit. And they're just like, oh my God, he's a fashion icon. He took some Sweats and by all accounts, stuck an anvil on top of them and dragged them through a parking lot across asphalt, tattering them. He tattered them, and then he repackaged that. Woven shoes. He did come up with the woven shoe. I'm pretty sure there was a woven shoe before he did it, but he did blow that out. But that's not genius. Only in a consumer-based economy will we call a person who makes things that you can buy and wear a genius. Like, let's think about that. Like, give me your best clothes designer. I don't know, Ralph Lauren, fucking, I don't know, Boo-Boo. What's genius about making clothes? It's not a new system of propulsion or an energy source. It's not a new form of agriculture. Genius? For Sweats? That's when I knew. I was like, kids don't know dick. I'm not saying that the clothes aren't wearable or, you know, kind of dope looking. No, I'm not saying that. But genius? You're a cheap date. That's all it takes. All it takes is for somebody to remake Sweats and he's a genius. The American consumer is a cheap date. A very cheap date with very low standards. And you knuckleheads, probably nobody in this audience, so I'm talking about other knuckleheads, are the reason that Kanye West is the way he is. I blame y'all. I blame the viewers, the onlookers. I like melody more than lyrics, but I'm old. Dante, we're all in different stages of aging. One and done ruined college basketball. Pick all 4 number 1 seeds to advance this year. Auburn or Duke to win it all. Yeah, it's probably because the oldest guys. I'll get back to it. Devil Wears Prada. We're going to go to the bracketology and what's wrong with college basketball. It's unwatchable. Timothy Remedy says, that's wild because Jay-Z and Kanye were like best buds, or at least, well, this is what I'm saying. Now, he tried to delete this tweet. He tried to delete this, and he's been on him. this dude. So what the pattern is pretty consistent, which is everybody's talking about things happening in hip hop and no one's mentioning him. And so then he is like, I know what I'll do. I'll just melt the hell down on Twitter. And I'm a Nazi and I'm a da and all the things. Just, it's really passe and just really, let's just look at some of this. Let's just look at some of this stuff. This is genius. This is genius at work. Pure white Nazi, straight male, fucking super hot Jewish girl at a Jewish memorial, like Nazi fucking Emirata at the Jewish memorial. Just a video for my new song. All art dealers have the white savior complex. I shot these. These are naked pictures of his lady. Okay, guys, what do you feel was my most extreme tweet so far? Oh God, let's look at this, because this is the attention economy. This is what the attention economy has. This is what the attention economy has garnered. If you even have to ask, have you really gone far enough yet? He laughed at that. This account got sold to someone who isn't Kanye, was the rumor. Is Kanye actually here, or is this some random person? This post alone is like a dead giveaway. It's not him. He wouldn't rant like a crazy person and then ask for validation. He wouldn't? Jeremy Dolan, you're an idiot. Don't ever say future is washed again. God, I fucking hate. This is why I took Twitter off my phone. This is my soul, black. I'm evil now. Y'all didn't make me evil. This is my choice. When I said fuck every celebrity, I meant it. Now Jay-Z and Beyonce on the other end. Fuck those coon ass. Whoa. This is right. But he sent this one out. Let me just I'm gonna make a quick point and then we're gonna go build a bracket. I don't care enough. I really just don't care enough. Wait, has anyone ever seen Jay-Z and Beyonce's younger kids? They're retarded, no, like literally. And this is why artificial insemination is such a blessing. Having retarded children is a choice. This is the genius. This is what we're doing. This is not what we're doing. It's not what you're doing. This is part of the blow it up. This is part of my blow it up. At one point in time, and people still forgive this guy. They still say, yeah, he's a creative genius. He's pushing the lines of, blah, 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 and acceptability. That's a part of genius. This to me is indicative of how we, the onlookers, have empowered people who haven't done nearly enough to garner the type of phraseology that we throw around at them. Great. Greatest of all time. Is there a reason? Let me just take this down because I don't care. Is there a reason? Like, let's talk about the LeBron James debate. Take anybody in this era of greatness. What's the greatest, like, Joker? And this isn't just because I'm a Nuggets fan. Joker is a great basketball player. You see it. It don't take a campaign to figure out greatness. By the way, UNC is running away with this game versus San Diego State. And from what I heard, they got placed in the tournament where they probably shouldn't have been in there. Is that true? Somebody tell me. Anyway, greatness. Like, very few things are great. You know what I'm saying? Great. John Wooden's run at UCLA. That's greatness. Yeah, this is very true. Does ADT run in my family? It definitely runs with me. I'm going somewhere with this. I saw a squirrel.
What?
Don't worry about it, Dante. I got this. I'm still talking about Kanye West. I love that, Dante. That's great. That was great.
What?
That was great. When I hear someone say Nazis in 2025, I know that's someone who absolutely has no idea of history gangs. Bombast. Bombast. To my question about UNC, that is true. Member of the selection crew, part of North Carolina. Yeah, I heard that they jobbed their way into it. We are the reason why I think all the things that we really appreciate are kind of watered down. The onlookers. We're a cheap date. We used to ask for much more. And I think, access, and so that's the internet, you know what I mean, we're just flooded with content and things to see. And so no one knows how to label anything anymore. I look at Kanye, and Kanye to me is LeBron. It's nothing ventured, nothing gained. It was all handed to you. And so now that it's in your lap and you just have it, you don't know what to do with it because you didn't do anything to really get it. And so whether it's a Kanye West fucking Nazi meltdown, Beyonce, and this is all, by the way, for him, this is all tantrum because he's no longer at the center of attention, which says a whole lot about how we treat these people and how you need to be careful about how you take in praise. He's literally losing his mind because the world of music has moved on. There's nothing really that anyone wants from him. That Vultures 1 and 2 albums both fell flat on their faces. I know that they're doing their thing in his independent space, but nobody gives a shit. You're not playing any of those songs. I look at the same thing. I liken, I'm serious, a parallel that I liken Kanye West unto LeBron James. All of the things that LeBron has to do to call attention to, all the things, whether it's, marshaling the media that has sold out to him to just make these comparisons and say these things that just don't make a whole lot of like historic sense. It's like we've forgotten what we're watching, what we're seeing. If it's great, you can see it. It doesn't need a campaign. And so then it's Bronny and what a great dad he is. I liken that unto Kanye West and his meltdowns. I really do. Because it would just be on, the forever farewell tour. Although LeBron is still an effective basketball player. So he has no reason to walk away from the game just because he's 40. That's another thing that we do. We age these guys like, I know your physical prime, your athletic prime is supposedly, that those late 20s into that early 30s. But does that mean that a guy can't play basketball into his 40s? Does ADD run in my family? Great question.
Leave them trash out.
What?
Let's see. If I tag you, X, will you play it? I dare you. What? I dare you.
What? What?
I'll play it. What are we talking about? Fishing for cards. Tag me in this. Let's see what this is. I'm supposed to be filling out a bracket. Let's see.
Show me your hands. Oh, never mind. 49 cents. Rose getting on the guitar.
No way. What is this?
Chocolate after I leave it in the fridge for a while. 2% safe from carbs. My hands are clean. 3% unlocked.
If you just read the comments.
Cannot be caught. He found a hot bro, listens to country rap. Bro's losing his and word pass. less. He can't throw gang signs or run fast, but he can do the rest. The nidification in progress. 5% man of steel, 95% man of steel. 81 of paying child support.
Nah, come on.
I got
Come on.
mine,
They kept
I
going.
got mine. What you want, what you want.
I got black, I got white. What you? What you? It's his hands. I can't. This is terrible. This is terrible. Hold on, let me see.
Nah, I guess we're all going to hell, bro. Every one of us left is going to hell, bro.
That's actually really good. Oh shit. Oh my god. Hey, Handed in the house. What's up, Handed? You're late to the party, pal.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all.
In my hood, I bang. I'm a nice worker.
Oh my god. Okay. So anyway, ipso facto, to wrap things up, Kanye West it's not his fault that he's such a whack job. It's your fault. It's not your fault. It's not LeBron's fault that he's such a terrible ambassador of, the position as the GOAT. It's your fault. You know why? Because you've thrown around the word great so often, you've given it to these unclean strumpets, and now they're just whoring around. Does that make sense? It's our hyperbole that has watered down everything that we're watching because we don't know how to label what we're watching. You have it at your disposal, and you have a platform to speak, and everybody's trying to say the thing. And like you talked Kanye into being this cartoon character of himself, and LeBron into being some weird constant PR push. And I see it across. It's great. It's great. It's great. It's great. And nothing is adding up to greatness. I'm dying to see something that's truly great. Timothy Rimothy says there's a funnier one than what we just watched. Social media's fault. Simps glorifying you as the best when you're really not. I just feel like it is, and it's hard to draw any appreciation for anything when everything is labeled great. I used to love watching The Incredibles with my kids. First of all, it's a great movie. Second of all, one of the dopest lines in cinematic history is in that movie, and it's when the guy, the antagonist character, is like, I'm going to make everybody into superheroes. And he says something. He says, because when everyone's super, then no one is. And that shit burned in my soul.
Way to go. Neato, gang. Yes. Boy.
What?
When everyone's special, no one is. That's where we're at. You don't know what you're looking at. I hope this tournament's going to be great. All right, come on, let's do some bracketology. Anyway, that's my burn on Kanye West. I just thought that was interesting. I thought it was very interesting that he chose to take a run at two children who we don't see. We don't know. I don't know what the condition of Jay-Z's yet. And I thought Jay-Z was his homie. And what I have noticed with Kanye, this was really an opportunity for me to say, it's not that he shouldn't be able to speak. I do believe in freedom of speech. It's just, to me, watching him go through these machinations of realizing that, because when you're great, you just make music, right? And everyone would be enthralled. It doesn't have to be a choir this month or your naked bitch or whatever it is that you're doing next. You just make the music and people will go, I appreciate that. But he's never been that. To me, he's never been a great music maker. He's definitely not a genius. But people start labeling him as such. And then when the music doesn't add up because nobody wants to hear it anymore, then he's just left to become a clown. I look at the same thing. I'm serious. I think the same thing about LeBron is that you labeled him the GOAT, but he knows, like we all know, if you don't got more rings than the motherfucker in front of you, you can't be the GOAT. So what's he left to do? I'll get brawny. I'll play until I'm 90. I think he can still play the game, though. Don't get it twisted. I don't think he should be run out of the game because he's 40. Anything, everything. You know what I mean? That now it's get him Luka. How could LeBron be considered the greatest if he's had to play with 3 of the greatest in order to get his rings? Someone please help me. Someone please explain that to me. How does that work in your mind? It's sampling. How could Kanye be a genius if he had to sample Shaka Khan to make one of his most iconic songs? Isn't she the genius? If you got to team up with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh and Anthony Unibrow and now Luka Doncic to get rings, how are you the GOAT? I mean, I can see how you might be in the conversation. And trust me, amassing all those points ain't enough. That's not it. That ain't enough. Because all you'd have to do is play until you're what? I don't know, 40? Yeah, you play 20 seasons of basketball. I'm going to assume you're going to rack up some numbers. We, in Western viewing consumer culture, are very cheap dates. We let people sell us bullshit and tell us that it's the Maltese Falcon. And then we throw around terms like, because everybody's got to say something. You're just not used to seeing greatness. I saw greatness. I remember when the tournament was great. Remember when Keith Van Horn, look, in my day, remember when Keith Van Horn, when guys made names for themselves in the NCAA tournament? Remember that? Now, did they go on to have great careers? Many of them know. Adam Morrison, Keith Van Horn. Like, think about some of the guys who you watched maybe in your heyday that just made names for themselves in the tournament and maybe went on to have a marginally Kerry Kittles, guys who you didn't really find out who they were until, you know what I mean? But that's when the tournament was great, when college basketball was great. Now it's just kind of like, 5th-year seniors, you know, those teams are going to do really, 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 really well. Yeah, Jimmer Fredette, Kemba Walker. I'm hoping college basketball gets back there. I'm off Kanye because I don't give a shit enough. Melo's run, abso-fucking-lutely. What was his point guard's name? Jerry? Oh, the white guy. McNamara. Oh my God. When a Cinderella story was really like, you know what I mean? We've just cheapened the experience with hyperbole. That's what I feel like. I feel like in all these things, the through line, here's my through line, Don T. So you know I'm not just a complete squirrel. My through line is we've somehow along the way of just not, maybe we have too much to talk about. Nobody's going outside and playing anymore, even adults. Just too much content. We've cheapened. God, it's 40-19. UNC's up 41-19 on San Diego State. Pretty sure that San Diego State's not coming back from that. They've scored 0 points in the last 2 minutes and 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Oh, there goes a 3. Knocked down a 3. It only took 2 minutes and 24 seconds for San Diego to score its 22nd point. I mean, to score a point after they hadn't scored. When George Mason went to the final. Exactly. Where is Jimmer Fredette, by the way? Jimmer, what a great name. Let's see. What did I miss? What did I miss? It's the 15-minute news cycle. People have a tendency to forget history when they live in 15 minutes at a time. Yeah, that's very true. We're going to fill out this. You guys are going to help me fill out this bracket. God, diggity dog, damn it. You're going to help me fill out this bracket. But yeah, I think that's a large part of it. I think a large part of it is it's just too much. There's too much media. There's too much to consume. and that cheapens the experience.
What?
MJ played with greats, but I agree with you. No, MJ did play with greats. I think if I did the count before, he played with the most NBA's top 75. I'm fairly sure. I'm pretty sure I have that right. The most members of the NBA's top 75 played during Jordan's era. Either he came in and dethroned them, or they made it in on the, you know what I mean? Kevin Garnett, them, they made it in, were the ones that he kind of beat back in their earliest, the young pups. He played with the most NBA's top 75. Celtics got the job done tonight without Tatum or Brown. Curious to see if the Butler can rebound after last night and get done with Stephless. Yeah, that will be a test. Part of the talk with Golden State is whether or not Jimmy Buckets can be Jimmy Buckets and not play this weird kind of secondary role and really complement Steph. They don't need him to come in there and be an also-ran. He has to come in there and be Jimmy Butler, and then we'll see what that team plays out as. All right, guys, help me out here. Wow, North Carolina with 32.9 left is up 44-23 right before the half. I am going to fill out this bracket. It's going to be a blind. It's going to be a blind fill. You can see what we've titled the bracket. What I've titled the bracket is "Good News Travel Fast." And this is the USA Today bracket challenge. Okay. So Alabama State and Steph Curry he wasn't with Dayton. Okay. Auburn and Alabama State. As much as I love a Cinderella story, Cinderella boy. We're not doing that, right?
What?
Bama. I mean Auburn, right? Alabama State's, got an assistant coach. God, it would be so awesome. But Auburn's team is basically all a bunch of 30-year-olds, elder statesmen, a couple fifth-year seniors, 20-something. So we're going to go ahead and make mine Auburn. I looked up the top 50 players. Let's see if I can find this. I looked up the top 50 players in college basketball for each of these teams that's dancing. So I will refer to this here and there. Let's see. Davidson, my bad. Yeah, Davidson. Dayton. Pick which mascots you like best into the Final Four. We should do it by mascots, shouldn't we? Yeah, fuck. You know what? We're gonna do it just how the ladies do it. We're gonna do it just how the ladies do it. All right. A Louisville Cardinal versus a Creighton Blue Jay. Cardinals are feisty. This is an 8-9 match. This is an 8-9 matchup. Okay, I got to do some science. Holding, please. Louisville. Which mascot would beat up the other? I don't know. Between a Blue Jay and a Jay and a Cardinal. A Cardinal can kill a Blue Jay. Is that where we're going with? Is that the science? Blue Jays are prettier. We're going with the pretty bird. Pretty bird. Do we have any intel whatsoever on either of these squads? I don't see nothing on nobody. Drake, St. John's, Memphis, Marquette, Creighton. It'll be good to remember. All right. I don't see a lot of I don't see any of those top 50. I don't see any of the top 50. So we're going mascot. We're going mascot. So, oh wait, Creighton. Oh, hold on. I did see a guy from Creighton. Quit jacking up on me, computer. Pissing me off. Ryan Kalkbrenner. Keeping an elite 7'1" center in school for 5 years used to sound like an impossible dream for a college program, but somehow Creighton pulled it off with Ryan Kalkbrenner. The big man will exit school after March. 4-time Big East Defensive Player of the Year. 2-time first-team All-Big East center. Just about the only thing missing from his resume, Final Four trip. After the Blue Jays fell painfully to close the last second of San Diego State in the Elite Eight 2023. This isn't Creighton's best chance to make a deep run, but Kalkbrenner is certainly going out on top. He's one of the 10 most efficient scorers in the country with 69% true shooting. Okay, that sounds like good intel. That sounds like good intel. That sounds like a guy who could get them past a first-round matchup against Louisville, the Cardinal. Blue Jays win in the confrontation with Cardinals 94% of the time because they're larger. Yeah. Okay, we're going with the Blue Jays. We took the 9 seed. Yes, you guys. See, this is fun.
Good news. I'll be honest, that's good news.
I like that, actually. We take a 7-footer. You guys feel good about that, right? 7-footer? I don't know nothing about Louisville's team this year. So I'm taking the 9 seed, Creighton, with the 7-footer Luke Kalkbrenner.
What?
I said Kalkbrenner.
What?
Luke.
What?
He's 7 foot.
What?
Defensive Player of the Year type guy.
What?
And he's a super senior.
What?
He has no reason to be in college still unless he's going to at least get his team out of the round.
What?
Of 64.
What?
Cool. Michigan, UC San Diego. Come on. I think Wolverine. What is UC San Diego? Hold on. Let me get rid of a couple windows here. Can't go wrong with a 7-foot Kalk.
What?
Agreed.
What?
Well, goddamn, what did Dante say? Is that true? I think Dante made this fact up, Andon. I don't know if that's well, goddamn. Okay, you guys, hold on. We're going Michigan. Come on. Be serious up now. Serious up, gentlemen. Serious up, boys. Michigan, UC San Diego. Do we have any intel on UC San Diego, gentlemen? Michigan. I told you I'm coming in super cold, and I don't give a damn. Maryland, Iowa State, Oregon, Kansas, Tennessee, Illinois. No intel. 5 seed. Are we feeling that this is a good spot for a 5-12? Danny Wolf. Okay, we got somebody here. Danny Wolf. Wolf is one of the most unique players in the sport as a 7-foot point guard. Oh, 7-foot point guard for Michigan? Orchestrating Michigan's offense all season following a productive year at Yale. Oh, he's a transfer. Wolf transferred to Michigan and proved his game. A 7-foot center. I think we're taking the Wolverines here, right, boys? Translate to one of the toughest conferences in the country. Wolf can get sloppy with the ball at times with an astronomical turnover rate. Astronomical turnover. I mean, that's a big word. How many turnovers is astronomical? But his combination of jumbo playmaking, solid defense, and steady 3-point stroke has made him a college star. Surprised pick and roll between Wolf and teammate Vlad Golden is one of the most fun actions in the country all year. I think we're going to take Michigan. I think we're taking Michigan in this one, right? Wolverine, yeah, Wolverine killed anything. Wolverine's taking anything down. Wolverine will lose to King Triton. If Michigan loses to a bunch of rally needs, heads will roll. What?
What?
Heads will roll.
What?
Valley nerds. Gotcha. I'm there with you. Okay, we're taking Michigan. That one's easy. That one's easy. Not gonna overthink this thing.
What?
Not gonna overthink it. Michigan, 7-foot point guard. Come on, let's keep this thing rolling. Texas A&M and Yale, the 4 versus the 13. Listen, Ivy Leaguers, just based on that,
What?
you're out of here. We're taking A&M. Ole Miss and the winner of UNC SDSU. UNC's up right now 47-23. They snuck in. Hubert Davis's club has no business in the tournament, is what I'm told. Ole Miss comes in as the 6th seed, and I do believe. Let me see here. See if we can get a little intel on this Ole Miss squad. RJ Davis, who I'm watching right now. It's not to say that I don't think he's a good guard, although he's 6 foot tall. I'm going UNC. I want to take UNC for the upset. This seems like a good place for an upset pick. Ole Miss. You're saying take Ole Miss?
What?
Which birds win in a fight? A cardinal or a blue jay? AI says 94% of the time. Wow. As Marissa Tomei says, it's a fact. That's a great pull, Dante.
What?
Oh, it's a fact. I'll show you. She's so hot in that movie. She's so hot in that. It's a fact. Mississippi's Ole Miss is old. Miss Old. You don't think? Come on. You don't think that this is a good place for a? We got. Here's the thing about bracketology. You got to be bold in the first round. You got to be able to spot. You got to be able to spot the upsets. Okay, so let's do it like this. To speed this thing up a little bit, I'm gonna look at all the matchups. Right. So we're at the 6 and 11 from here on out. So the 6-11 there is, so which is more of an upset threat? It looks like UNC is going to win this game. So are we taking the 11 seed UNC Tar Heels over Ole Miss, or the 11 seed VCU Virginia Commonwealth University over BYU? What do we got in the Midwest region? 11 seed Texas Xavier over Illinois, and on the other end, Mizzou Drake. Well, I don't think if UNC snuck in, they ain't got no business being there. I'm going with what Fishin said. Ole Miss, BYU, VCU. Cougar, or what's VCU? Dante. Ask AI to cite sources. Cardinals look mean AF.
What?
Leave them crash outs alone while they're crashing.
A cardinal will crash out on you. A cardinal will crash out on you. And Blue Jays are just, that's like a beautiful bird. But we already passed that, Don. We're already past that one, Andon. We're already past that one. All right, blind taste test. What is VCU? They're the Commanders, right? Let's see. VCU mascot. Rodney the Ram. Fuck out of here, dude. Okay, we're going straight. We're going only mascots. I'm not even doing any more research. I'm literally not going to do any more research. A ram versus a cougar. God won't let the Mormons lose. I forgot that the Cougars have God on their side. You got to go with God. You got to go with the God, right? You got to go BYU there. You got to go BYU. Other 6-11 matchup. Illinois over Texas Xavier. The winner of Texas Xavier. One of these is going to be an upset, gentlemen. One of these is going to be an upset. What about Drake over Missouri as the upset? Because that's the only 11 seed lock. Is this a tournament that will play out as high seeds doing what they're supposed to do because they got a bunch of fifth-year seniors? That's 6-11. This is the spot. Which is the spot? Which is the spot? You got to tell me more. Which is the spot? Missouri Drake? All right. I'm going to throw, because I need to hear from you guys. I need to hear from you. I'm throwing the invite up for anybody who wants to join. Throwing the invite up. We're going to pick this. Invites up there. Pop in here. Invites up. Pop in. So we can get through this. I want to get through this fast. And I'm trying to look back and get your feedback. It'll be just a lot easier if I can just hear you guys. Missouri Drake is the spot. 11 seed wins. I feel like this is a spot. I feel like this is a place where we could get some good value out of an upset. 6-11 is a trap game. Upsets: VCU over BYU, Akron over Arizona. The Zips over Arizona, huh? UC San Diego over Michigan. You take it. Wait. Hold on, Dante. You're saying I should take UC San Diego over Michigan? Utah State over UCLA. Liberty beat Oregon. Hold on. Dante came in here with I'm flying blind here, so I need the help. Okay, Fishing said he'll join in a minute. It's cool. Whenever you can get in here. Okay, Dante. Okay, let me look at this. So, Dante, you don't trust the 7-foot point guard transfer? You're telling me that I should go the other way with Michigan, UC, San Diego? CSU's the upset of the first round. VCU over BYU. I kind of like that. I don't know why. We went with God. We picked God. But you're saying that VCU should best God's team? That's what Jay Billis told you? You trust Jay Billis? You had said something about Jay Billis earlier. I think I missed that comment. I saw it and I didn't read it because I was rambling. Somebody said something about Jay Billis. Okay, here's what we're going to do, Dante. I'm going to 1 spot, 2 spot, zigzag tear on your upsets. Okay, so I'm going to go with the games that you said as upsets. So VCU versus BYU. We're going to 1 spot, 2 spot, zigzag tear it. Here we go. 1 spot, 2 spot, zigzag tear. Pop, die, penny, go, tinium, tear. Harem, scarum, rip, and tear him, tay, ta, toe. You were right. VCU it is, brother.
The first thing I look like, what the f is you wearing all leather?
That was not the one I wanted. Good job, Dante. Okay. That one's in the bag. Who else did you give me, Dante? Akron over Arizona. That sounds like crazy talk. I don't know if that one's going to happen. 4 over 13. I don't know, bud. I don't know about that, Dante. Do I have any intel whatsoever before I go and all? This is my bracket, by the way. Let's see here. That sounds like crazy talk. Akron over Zona. There's lots of white guys who are standing out in basketball this year, college basketball this year. Nobody in the top 10 for either of those two teams. You think Nick Clifford and Colorado State are going to go down early? I don't know. I don't like it. I asked for upsets. You're right. I did ask for upsets, Dante. I did ask for upsets. So do you have any intel behind those upsets, Dante, or is that Akron and Arizona? I don't see that happening, but I'm going to go the other way on that one. UC San Diego over Michigan. I'm tempted. You've got me tempted to take the 12 seed UC San Diego over Michigan and their 7-foot point guard. You got me tempted. I'm thinking about it. Let's see. CSU's good. Almost all seniors. Started out 5-5, finished 20-4. Yeah, they got a guy. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pick the hometown squad. This is just, there's no science to it. I don't need to be scientific about it. Colorado State, you're going through over Memphis. Ooh, the 12 seed too. That's a nice upsetter. That's a nice upsetter. I'm all over the map. Hold on. Let me make sure Dante's taking care. Utah State over UCLA. Liberty beat Oregon. Okay, Utah State over UCLA. I'm going to take it. Because I trust you, Dante. I don't know why. Oh, yeah, a 10 seed over a 7. That's actually great value. That's actually great value. Like a Walmart product. That's great value. I need to slow down and just stay in one bracket, don't I? What else did you give me? Liberty over Oregon. Dun, 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 dun. Iowa State and Lipscomb, taking Iowa State. Marquette, New Mexico. Come back to that one. MSU Bryant, taking MSU. Tom Izzo, he's not losing in the first round. No goddamn Bryant. Duke, got to go with the kid. Mississippi State. Mississippi State and Baylor. Come back to that 8-9. I'm just trying to knock out ones that I can get quick. Wisconsin, come on. Montana, it's not happening. Sorry, gentlemen. Yeah, I love Big Sky Country. Not happening for you. St. Mary's. Sharonis Marciulionis kid plays at St. Mary's. I'm taking Sharonis Marciulionis kid to move forward. I just like the kid. Alabama, I know they're good. Going to beat Robert Morris. Houston, this isn't the round they get upset, is it? Houston's not getting upset. They're not getting upset. Gonzaga, ooh, the 8-9. Got them. Have to come back to the 8-9. McNeese State over Clemson. The McNeese State Mustangs over the Clemson Tigers. Why do I like that as an upset? I got an upset alert.
Super duper. That's nice.
I feel like an upset alert is out there. And this is my upset alert. My hammerlock. McNeese State's going to beat Clemson. What did I just do? Did I just do that? Yes, I did. Purdue over High Point, because why would High Point win that game? Illinois over Xavier. I'm just going to take them over the winner of Xavier. Kentucky over Troy. Ooh, God. The Troy Trojans. I remember in football season a couple years back, maybe a decade ago, they opened up the season and beat Alabama. I'm so tempted. God. There goes that Utah State one. Dante, I picked Utah State. You better not let me down, brother. Tennessee over Wofford. St. John's over Omaha. Ooh, 7-10 Kansas, Arkansas. God. Ah, God. I want to take the Arkansas. I want to, because I can't stand Kansas. Ah, God, it's hurting. Texas Tech, take Texas Tech. Missouri over Drake. Ugh, God, again. Ah. Oh, God. Tennessee's good? Okay, good. I feel good about it then. Mississippi State. Did I pick them yet? Marquette over New Mexico. Mississippi State. All right, I'm taking Mississippi State. Fine. Oregon, Liberty. Liberty beat Oregon. All right. Dante, you got there's your 12. 12 over the 5. I really spent all I really shot heavy upset land in this first round. I really shot pretty heavy. Marquette over New Mexico. I'm taking the higher seed. I got to do it. I've been too upset heavy. That's just math. That's just you've flown too close to the sun on wings of papier-mâché math. Gonzaga, Georgia, Florida, Norfolk State. Come on, give me the Gators. Maryland and Grand Canyon. I'm going to take Maryland because I'm here. I was really going to pick them I was going to pick Grand Canyon as my upset. But I spent all my upset bucks. All my upset bucks are spent. Missouri Drake, 6'11". God. Love the Drake. Hate the Drake, but love the Drake. Wouldn't it be so poetic if Drake beat Missouri, the Tiger? God. What's in the box? God. What's in the box? 1 spot, 2 spots, exact tear, pop like penny, go tear, I'm scared, I'm ripping, tear him, tato. Drake? Okay. 1 spot, 2 spots never failed me. 1 spot, 2 spot has never failed me. Kentucky and Troy. We're going Kentucky. Gotta go Kentucky. Kansas and Arkansas. Kansas versus Arkansas. See if I can get some intel. Gotta call a friend. Tell me something. Anyone. Kansas and Arkansas. Who's your best player? What are we talking about? Who am I dealing with here? What do I have? Anybody? Bueller? Kansas. Hunter Dickinson. College basketball world still has one more NCAA tournament run before it's finally done with Hunter Dickinson. Kansas started the year at number 1 in the preseason polls, and the team built around the super senior skilled interior scoring. The Jayhawks have fallen way short of those expectations in a rare down year for Bill Self. But Dickinson has still put up big numbers as the fulcrum of the offense. He's been so productive for so long that he's flirting with scoring more career points than Larry Bird and Tyler Hansborough. Kansas has struggled to make the pieces around him fit all year, but the 7'1" center. So lots of footers, lots of 7-foot guys. 7-foot center has one more chance to show off. I think this is an upset in the making. Let me see what Arkansas. Do you have anything for me? Anyone? Bueller? Anyone? You give me nothing. All right. I'm just going to go for it. Kansas isn't good this year. I like it. Upset. Boom. The 10 seed over the 7 seed. Oh, dear God, that first round whooped my ass. I am spent. Oh, I'm not even done yet. UConn, the 8-9 game. UConn, Oklahoma. The other 8-9 game. Gonzaga, Georgia. Okay, I got 2 8-9s I got to figure out. Ooh. Lipscomb might upset Iowa State. Dante, you're scratching my itch, brother. You know that I love an upset, and you're just throwing these things. You know why? Because I love the name Lipscomb. There's really nothing else behind it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where are you at, Lipscomb? God, the 314 Lipscomb. Let me do some intel here. Hold on. Ask Google. Tell me about what is it? Lipscomb? Lipscomb University mascot. The American Bison? Come on. Come on. Basketball record. Lipscomb comes in 25-9. 25-9. What are their key victories? Give me some key vicks here. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Western Kentucky? They lost to Western Kentucky. I don't know, Dante. This might be a bridge too far. I mean, they beat Queens, North Carolina. They beat North Alabama, Central Arkansas, Austin, PA. They're scoring their point outputs all over the map. West Georgia, I can't do it. I can't, Dante. I can't. The problem is that I can't. I want to, but I can't. I shot my wad. I shot my upset wad. I'm sorry, Dante. I did. UConn, is that what we're saying? I like a Husky over a Sooner any day. Boomer Sooner, maybe later.
Way to go. Neato, gang.
Yes.
What? What?
Gonzaga over Georgia.
What?
Georgia over Gonzaga.
What?
Which one am I picking?
What?
Is it a Bulldog?
What?
Or is it a Zag?
What?
What the fuck is a Zag anyway?
What?
I said, what's a Zag?
What?
Can you tell me what a Zag is?
What?
By the way, San Diego State has only managed to score 30 points. Ew. Andon says go with Gonzaga. We're taking the 8th seed. All right, we're out of the first round. Jesus. Oh, my brain hurts. We're in the field of 32 now. Jesus God. Was that as painful for y'all as it was for me? Because that hurt.
What?
Thanks, Godfather J6. You going to add anything to this, Godfather? Give me a pick, man.
What?
If the NCAA committee knew how to rank teams, there would never be any upset. Just saying. Yeah, that's true.
What?
Godfather J6, by the way, welcome to the party, pal.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. My hood, I bang. I'm a nice worker.
All right, you guys, we're in the field of 32 now. We've trimmed the fat. This should go much easier from here. Correct? We'll start from the bottom and we're going to work our way up to the top.
Way to go. Neato, gang.
Yes.
Yes.
What?
All right. Whew. Let's see. What are we working with here? Any upset watches? Andon says, it would be better if the NCAA made B-ball core 4 quarters, though. This 2 halves nonsense has got to go. Yeah, yeah. What are we doing? I think that's actually a really sound observation. I've never understood it. Like, what are we doing? Why 2 halves? Why not 4 quarters?
What?
I said, why not 4 quarters?
What?
You already heard the question.
What?
All right. Come on, you guys. This is good. This is really good. I feel good about this bracket so far. I just want to look over this real quick. So this is what we have coming in. These are our matchups. In the West, We picked Auburn to face off with Creighton. We feel good about that?
What?
Well, we're going to have to because that's what we did. On the other side, Duke versus Mississippi State. Michigan, Texas A&M, a 5-4 matchup. On the other side, Arizona versus Liberty. Grand Canyon is an upset. I was going to. I want them to beat Maryland because it's Grand Canyon.
Bumba clot.
I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Well, I mean, it wouldn't matter much. It might blow up our bracket, but they're going to lose to Colorado State anyway. Whoever goes next, they're going to lose to Colorado State anyway. Godfather, 8-9 usually don't matter because they go down to the 1 seed round 2, so minimal points lost for them. God damn it, Godfather came in here with a
What?
motherfucking see? Talk that shit, boy. Returning players from last season's run. Am I really going to do this? Am I really picking Grand Canyon? The Grand Canyon over Maryland? I don't give a damn about a Terp anyway, and I don't care. I'm not from here. I just live out here. I don't give a damn. It's just a turtle. Who's a fuck? A turtle versus the entire Grand Canyon? There's a great rap lyric that has Grand Canyon in it, and I can't think of it right now. As wide as a whole Grand Canyon. I like it. Not gonna lie. NGL. Not gonna lie. I like Grand Canyon over Maryland.
What?
That just happened. So now we got a 12-13 seed matching up. What?
What? What? What?
Anyway. What do we got? What do we got? Godfather. If you got CSU going to Sweet 16, you might as well pick GCU, but MD has a good starting 5. Ooh. Godfather J6, this is your first time up in here that I can think of, but
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all.
that's that shit that you're talking. Listen, think of me as your African cousin who just moved to the States, has a new job, and at that job we have a bracket challenge. See, I would just say as your girlfriend, but you guys don't know how to handle that shit. And you might piss me off. You see, I got my gun finger out. So let's just say I'm your African cousin or your African roommate. I don't know nothing about college basketball, but I work at Lockheed Martin, and we have a bracket challenge. And now I'm coming to you, and I'm asking you, who am I picking in this thing? I don't know, but there's money to win, eh? So give it. Give me the picks, eh? Give me the pickle. Give it. Dante, I hope your daughters are close friends with your sister. What are you trying to say? What's the message? What are you trying to say, oh, Dante? I consider you a friend. What if you continue to insult me in this manner? I don't know if I can see you in this light. Be very careful. Be very careful with me, Dante. Be very careful with me. It's my demeanor. Because I laugh and because I come in and play, you think you can talk to me anyway.
Way to go. Neato, gang.
Be very careful with me, Dante. Be very, very careful with me. My daughter. He's friends with my sister. This one. Okay, what are we doing? Oh, okay. Back to business. I think we've rounded out the first round. You guys can't give me any more upsets. The first round is closed. The first round is closed, you guys. It's closed. Do we feel good about it? Are there any? Does everybody feel good about this? What we've done here? We've done this. So if I lose, it's on you. Tennessee, Utah State, St. John's, Arkansas.
What? What?
You guys aren't gonna let me get shit done. You guys aren't gonna let me get anything done. God damn it!
What?
Andon, stop it.
What?
Fishing, quit it.
What?
The solution is to do several brackets. Yeah, we're only going to do one. I've been here like an hour. I've been here like an hour. If I tried to do multiple brackets, my brain would break and I'd probably pass out on stream. All right, we're going in the second round. Come on, you guys, we can do this. Come on. We're going to be so proud of ourselves when we're done. Okay, we're going to be so happy with ourselves once this is finished. Once this is done, we're going to be so excited with ourselves. So proud of ourselves. All right, so the first round is done. Do we feel good about McNeese State? I just want to go back. Do we feel good about the 12 McNeese State over Clemson? I hate doing multiple brackets. I feel torn. Yeah, I try not to because that's cheating. You don't got to correct yourself. I knew what you were saying. Welcome to the party, pal. I like you, Godfather. You're going to do good in the hood. You're going to do good in these streets. Clemson. Yeah, I was feeling real upsetty with McNeese State, but now I feel like I've flown too close to the upset sun. Take Clemson. Andon says take Clemson. All right. We're taking Clemson. I'm glad that I got a chance. Let me go back through these just to make sure that we all have that we feel good about what we're doing here. Now, I did see something that said if there is a team that is a first round letdown, it's Houston. Does anybody have any intel on whether or not that's true? Is there any intel as to whether or not Houston versus SIUE, who I don't even know who the fuck, Southern Illinois University East? What the fuck is SIUE? God damn it, fishing.
What?
Stop it.
What?
Don't stop, but stop.
What?
Don't stop, but stop.
What?
You heard what I said.
What?
Trying to get shit done.
What?
Can't get shit done if you keep saying what.
What?
If you say what, and then I got to hit the what button.
What?
You understand what I'm saying? Godfather.
What?
Fuck. Don't do it. Because when you guys do that, I got to hit it. Please stop. Who the fuck is SIUE? Take Houston? Okay, we're taking Houston. All right. I think we're out of the first round with all the upsets that we can handle. You guys don't want Norfolk State over? I mean, we don't want to do Norfolk State over Florida?
What?
Anybody?
What?
You get big points when you pick those upsets. That's 16 versus 1. If you get it.
What?
You guys, you sure? Are we sure? I'll do it. I'll fucking do it. I will do it. See that? See how quick that happens? That quick. Bam. Look. Bam. Look at that. Bam. Look. Bam. Look at that. Bam. You don't want that? We don't want that? I'm asking. Going once? Going twice? All right. You lose picking 16 seeds to win. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. SIUE, some invisible university. Don't do that.
What?
That's great. That's great. And that is great. Some invisible. What the fuck is SIUE? Okay, hold on. Houston plays elite defense. That's good intel. I like that. What is SIUE? Hold on. Let's find out. Hold on. Are they like a Lipscomb? You know, I love a directional school. Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. Oh, you're out of here. The Salukis. If it's not Southern Illinois, the Salukis. Don't nobody get it. Ain't nobody going to Edwardsville. No one even likes. Fuck out of here. No. You don't make the upset watch. Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. To distinctify. Is that a word? It is now. To distinctify yourselves as Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. If it ain't the Salukis, we don't give a damn. Saluki.
What?
Do you know what a Saluki is?
What?
I said, do you know
What?
what a Saluki is?
What?
1 beer in?
What?
2 beers in?
What?
3 beers?
What?
4 beers?
What?
It's a dog. It's their first time in the tournament. Well, it's their last time. They're going no further. What kind of dog is that in your profile picture, by the way, Godfather? God damn it.
What?
Every time somebody says what, I have to hit the button. That should be handled responsibly by you, by the way.
What?
Okay, come on. Second. Okay, second round of 32. Here we go, guys. We're killing this. We are murdering this thing right now. Florida versus UConn, the 1-8 matchup. On the other side, we have another 1-8 matchup, Houston versus Gonzaga. You got a Cougar, Houston, right? Cougar versus a Zag. Mark Few versus Houston team that plays. I was told that Houston is going to be the team, the 1 seed that disappoints. Anatolia Shepherd and boxer mix, 98 pounds, big boy. Oh, damn. Looks like a big boy. I love the big boys. Well, what's his name?
What?
His name's not Anatolian, is it?
What?
Tell me what his name is, and I'll say hello to him. I have a big boy as well. He's American Staffordshire Terrier named Escobar James Trotter the Third.
What?
I said Escobar James Trotter the Third.
What?
Dante says, or SIU is some ingredients you eat. Yeah. If you shop in the middle of the grocery store, his name is Gimli. What is it? Gimli. Oh, what's up, Gimli? What's a big Bob? You're just a Bob, Gimli. What's up, Gimli? Love the pups. Mine is out on the porch because he stinks and he needs a bath. So he's spending time out there until we give him a bath tomorrow. All right. I gotta get back to business. Gotta get back to business. 1 versus 8 seed, Florida versus UConn. Do we Gator Husky? We're just going Gator Husky. Gator Husky. The question is more so is of the 1 seeds remaining. This is a better way to ask this. Of the 1 seeds remaining, Auburn. So all my 1 seeds made it. Of the 1 seeds remaining, who's the weakest? Because they're going down in the round of 32. That's how I figure that. Florida? Pick Florida?
What?
Are you saying pick Florida, or are you saying Florida's the weakest?
What?
Gators will be focused on UConn being back-to-back champs. So you're saying that they come in and they lay the smackdown?
What?
Are you saying that I should pick Florida?
What?
Are you saying that Florida is the number 1 seed that will advance out of the round of 32?
What?
Is that what you're telling me?
What?
I'm asking you the questions. God damn it. Pick Florida. Okay. Thank you. Picking Florida. Florida's picked. Okay. Just going to go down the line. Colorado State and Grand Canyon. Wider than all outside. The whole Grand Canyon. I think that their luck stops here. Team full of seniors. I've been told Colorado State's pretty good. Florida is the best, but has the toughest path. Auburn's been struggling recently. They might be susceptible 1 seed. They're the weakest of the 1 seeds remaining. Yeah, pick the Rams. Yeah, CSU. That's what we're going. CSU. We went CSU. Good job, boys.
What?
We went CSU with that one. God damn it.
What?
Let's see. Houston and Gonzaga. I think I think that this is the 1 seed that's the weakest. What do you guys think? I think Houston is the weakest of the 1 seeds. I'm not betting against Auburn, and I'm not betting against Duke. And one of these 1 seeds I feel like isn't going to make it. Is that sound, or do we have 1 seeds making it all the way at least to 16? Upset Drake. The Drake? Hate the Drake, but love the fucking Drake. Hate the Drake, but love Drake. I got your picture on my mirror. Tell me what it is. You're always on my mind. Houston plays the best defense. Take Houston. Upset Drake. So you're saying Drake over Texas Tech? I'll do it. You're new to the party. I like what you're bringing to the table. I like your dog. I just took Drake, the 11 seed, over Texas Tech. Are you happy now? If that ruins my bracket, I'm not going to do anything. It's not going to. Why don't you tell me what it is? Duke has an easier path than Auburn. Yeah, I'm just Cooper flagging it. Be honest with you. So it looks like they're gonna, because then I could see them beating Arizona over Liberty. I'll take Arizona over Liberty, and then I can see Duke beating. So I got Duke at the Final Four. Boom. I just mainlined. I just fast tracked Duke to the Final Four. Houston's been locked out in 16 last 2 times. Might be playing with a chip on their shoulder. Ooh, I like when they got a chip on there. So I'm not gonna lie to you. I like a good chip. But man, Mark Few and Gonzaga always seem to do the damn thing. Auburn has players old enough to be playing against I know. Auburn's literally, they're the only squad that I know enough about. And I know that their average, I think their average starter's age is 22. I'm fairly sure I read that somewhere. And if I didn't, it's a fact now. Okay. So Michigan, Texas A&M. 5 versus 4. Michigan, yeah, they got a 7-foot point guard, but nah. And then what do we say? Auburn versus Texas A&M. What are we taking? What are we doing there? Feels a bit to me like, they got them old men. They're gonna vet that out. And I hate a number one Final Four. I really don't like that. I don't want to see it. Iowa State versus Ole Miss. Your grandpa plays, and you're old. You told me that, Dante. So, it's a little older than the average age. Is younger than OKC. Oh yeah. Iowa State. Okay, make it Iowa State over Ole Miss. Got it. Marquette and MSU, gentlemen. Duke in the Final Four. Is this 1990-94 being it? Love that era. Oh man, Christian Laettner, all that. I hated that squad, but I loved that era. I hated those teams. Grant Hill, I hated it. But Cooper Flag is the real deal. I do know that. I haven't watched a lot of college basketball this year. I'm not lying to you. That's why I'm doing this. Pick them like I'm doing it. But he is the real deal. He's spinning. And I don't think it's a foregone conclusion that he goes to the. Is it a foregone conclusion that he leaves college? Cooper Flag is good enough to win the tournament if he's healthy. I think so too. I think that. God damn it!
What?
I do think. I think he is. I think he is that good. I think he is the premier. God damn it, Fish! Stop it.
What?
Okay. MSU Marquette. I don't know anything about Marquette's squads this year. I don't know what Tom Izzo's brought to the table. I don't know anything about his teams. I mean, his team this year. I just know Tom Izzo teams are Sweet 16 type teams. Now, let me see if I can get any intel whatsoever and put some math behind this shit. Anybody got anything to say about Marquette? Or, by the way, did I pick St. Mary's? I'm picking Sharonis Marciulionis' kid to go deep. So just know that. Izzo, Michigan State, going to be a tough out this year. Okay, I feel good about that. I've liked your contributions. Hold on, holding. Just keep holding on. Keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep hold. Okay, Jace Richardson didn't make his first start or play more than 25 minutes in a game until the second week of February. Since then, he's become Michigan State's best player, driving force behind the Big Ten championship. The son of Michigan State legend Jason Richardson, the freshman guard, is a dead-eye shooter. Mistake-free ball handler, nimble finisher around the rim. Head coach Tom Izzo always has his team peaking at the right time, and it feels like he's done it again by forcing Richardson into the spotlight for the time in March. Okay, I like a young success story. I like the fact that he is his dad impregnated Steve Nash's wife. That is a true story. Jason Richardson got Steve Nash's wife pregnant. It was between Jason Richardson and Barbosa, and it turned out that it was Jason Richardson. And Steve Nash found out like on some what's the Jim Carrey movie when he's the trooper, and then he has a bunch of black twin sons. He's like black quadruplets. Cam Jones from Marquette. Cam Jones spent last 2 years playing in the shadows of Tyler Kolek and Oso that guy. With both off to the NBA, Jones became the leading man for Marquette, and he's delivered. I have been delivered. I'm not no more. The senior guard has taken a huge step as a playmaker, going from 16.7% assist rate to 39.5% assist rate this year. He's also one of the country's better rim attackers, finishing his shots at the basket 64% clip, while his three-point shot has fallen off a bit with the bigger workload. Jones' development has facilitators. That sounds good, but I'm taking Izzo's kid. I'm taking Izzo and Jason Richardson's kid, who impregnated Steve Nash's wife, and then Steve Nash found out when the baby was born. You guys know that story? That's a real story. That's a real story. Steve Nash found out that his wife had been banging one of his teammates who was black when the baby was born. And then he divorced that woman, as well he should have, weeks later. Like, what the fuck? Really? This how you do me? This how you do me?
What?
True story, Andon.
What?
I'll show you, man. You know I love a good gossip. You know I love a good gossip. Steve Nash, wife, impregnated Jason Richardson. Such a terrible way to find out, too. It's like right when the baby's born. Reddit is terrible. Did Jason Richardson sleep with Steve Nash's wife? Probably the guy that's sleeping with your wife. Okay, here's the article. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, here you go. Two-time NBA MVP Steve Nash once shocked fans after divorcing ex-wife one day after giving birth to her. Oh, I said weeks. It was only a day. Won't you tell me what it is? You're always on my mind. Steve Nash had filed for a divorce with his ex-wife, Alejandra Amarilla, just one day after the birth of their child. Former Brooklyn Nets head coach and two-time MVP Steve Nash had a tough time in his married life. Steve filed for a divorce from his wife, then Alejandra Amarilla, just day after she gave birth to their baby. Why? Why, do you ask? It was rumored that the baby was not his, but his Phoenix Suns teammate, Jason Richardson's. The couple had already had 2 kids, and this was supposed to be their 3rd one. Steve Nash filed for divorce in 2010, just a day after Alejandra gave birth to their son, per ESPN. Fans were surprised when the divorce news broke out, as Steve was always seen going around with his wife of 5 years and his 2 kids. It was also reported that Steve Nash separated from his wife months before the baby was born. Okay, so he knew. Isn't that fucked up? The baby's born, you're just like, he's black. Yeah.
What?
God damn it, Godfather.
What?
Fucked up, man. Fucked up. Josh McDaniels shut that kind of stuff down first time he saw his wife interact with Peyton Hillis. Yeah, I do remember something like that. I do remember there being something about that. Steve Nash had the gender reveal in the delivery.
What? What? What?
Oh man, fucked up. I love Steve Nash. Thought he was a great basketball player, great point guard. All right. Back to bracketology. Enough gossip. Back to bracketologies. St. Mary's versus Alabama. Now, this is where I like value. This is where I like upset value. Okay. So we got VCU versus Wisconsin, the 11 versus the 3, and then we got the 7 versus the 2 in St. Mary's versus Alabama. And I love, when I say I love, I said I love.
What?
Love.
What?
Love.
What?
Sharonis Marchalonis' kid plays for St. Mary's. You know what I'm saying? I love a good upset here. Come on, guys. I love a good upset here. Are we taking the 11 seed VCU over Wisconsin, or are we taking the 7 seed St. Mary's over Alabama? I'm going to go 1 spot, 2 spot, zigzag tear. I got to find a way to mix this up so I'm not. Find a way to. Okay, maybe I'll just write this down on a piece of paper. I'll write this down on a piece of paper. Do it, St. Mary's? Yeah, Sharonis Marchalonis kid. His name is Augustus Marchalonis. Fuck it, man. It's done.
What?
Done.
What?
I said I did it.
What?
I pulled it. I pulled the thing.
What?
I yanked it. I yanked the thing.
What?
I did it. St. Mary's, you're moving on. You're moving on to the Sweet 16. You know why? Because we love. Wait, hold on. Bama fastest tempo in NCAA. See, here comes fishing with facts.
What?
You know we love facts. I love a good upset, but I don't know if I love it more than I love facts. Is that facts, Bama? Bama makes 10 threes a game. So you're telling me that this is where the St. Mary's dance should end? I'll come back to that. I'm not talking to you, Siri. You nosy bitch. What about VCU over Wisconsin? Should that be where I get my fix? Where I get my upset fix? I mean, Bama could have a bad game. And young Marshall, you know, he's a pro too. He played overseas and then came to college. Bama. Everybody's saying Bama. Damn it, Bama. All right, taking Bama. What about VCU over Wisconsin? Can we get an upset there? VCU, the 11 seed over number 3 Wisconsin? Oh, wait, my daughter goes to Wisconsin. I got to pick the Badgers. Sorry, I got to do that. I got to pick the Badgers. my kid goes to UW. Bama has wins over Auburn and Houston this year as well. Okay. I gotta go Badgers. I gotta go Badgers because my kid goes. I gotta go Badgers. Sorry. No upset coming. My kid goes there. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. Gotta go UW. All right. Badgers have a better mascot? Yeah. Gotta go UW. Okay. Houston over Gonzaga. Everybody's just singing Houston's praises. I want to pick them as an upset. I want them to be upset. Not going to happen. We're taking Houston. I could go Cougars, though. Anybody? Bueller? Come on. Give me what I need. You know I love an upset. St. Mary's has good defense, top 20 in scoring 5 straight seasons. Yeah, and they got Sharonis Marchalonis' kid. Come on. Can't we see? Can I get it here? They're only a 7C2. That's not that far out of the realm of possibility. God damn it.
Why you go troubling these gangsters for?
What?
Houston. I took Houston. I want to pick St. Mary's over Alabama. I'm going to do it. I just did it. Oh, I can always revisit it.
What?
I can always come back to it.
What?
I I can change it later if it's. I don't know. I don't know. Godfather started talking all that top 20 scoring stuff, and I like Sharona's Marcellona's kids. They 5 straight seasons. It just happened. It just happened. No, Orrin, you happened. No, it happened. No, Orrin, you happened.
What?
I need an upset. I need it. I yanked it. I yanked the thing. I needed it. I'm sorry. If that upset you, if you feel like I've made a mockery of our bracket, it's our bracket, by the way. And if it goes bad, it's your fucking fault. I know you feel like I've made a mockery of our bracket, but I needed it. I need the upset. I need it. I need to feel like I looked ahead in time and saw something that no one else could see, even though I know nothing about the fields. I needed it. You understand, don't you? Come on. Don't be that way. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's okay. I won't do it again. I promise. We got a 4 seed versus a 5 seed. Purdue versus Clemson. I don't give a shit who wins this one. Do we just go high seed? Do love a Boilermaker. Great drink. Over a Tiger? Let's see if I can find any math. Let me be responsible. Okay, I'll be responsible. Clemson. High seed is a safer play. I don't know if I care about safe. Safe is for suckers. I want exciting. I want exotic. I want something foreign. I want to ride around in a foreign. You feel me? You feel me? I want something foreign. I want something foreign. Who am I trying to pick again? Clemson and Purdue? Like, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Ian Scheifelen. Ian Scheifelen never stopped working. The 6'8" forward is he plays for Clemson, by the way. The 6'8" forward is one of the craftiest paint scorers in the country, using old school post moves to create space and finish inside. Scheifelen is a monster on the boards as well, ranking top 5 in the country in rebounds per game, and using his grit on the offensive glass to land so many second chance scoring plays for the Tigers. Did we mention he's a solid passer too, also known as well? Clemson won't sneak up on anyone this year after their Elite 8 run last season, and Scheifeline's determined offensive game is a big part of what makes the Tigers good go. It's very comprehensive look at the number 1 guy for Clemson. Whereas with the Boilermakers, we're talking about Trey Kaufman-Wren. It would be impossible for anyone to fill the Zach Edey-sized hole left at Purdue this season, but Kaufman-Wren has done an admirable job trying. They said admirable. They're going to lose. After playing a supportive role on the Boilermakers national runner-up last season, they were the runner-up last year. Kaufman-Wren has grown into a high-usage post presence, providing interior scoring in the absence of Edey, the 7'9", the 8'12" Zach Edey, who is now in Memphis, ripping it up. The 6'9" junior combines impressive strength with soft touch in the paint, posting a fantastic 62.8 true shooting scoring percentage. Kaufman-Wren is also a gifted playmaker in the high post. Somebody text me. Hitting Purdue's team of shooters and cutters with passes that keep the defense honest. The Indiana, he's from Indiana. He's them Indiana boys can hoop. The Indiana native is offering an old school development story of staying at one school and growing into a large role in a great team over time. Blah, 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 blah. That's very boring. That's very boring. It's not very exciting. Purdue dropped 6 of their last 9 heading into the Clemson. What? Okay, got it.
What?
Got it.
What?
Got it.
What?
Clemson. Make it Clemson. Yeah, that whole Boilermaker story was boring. Boring. Give me something I can work with. Boring. Clemson's 15-2 in their last 17. Got it. Gotta go put the baby to sleep, but all number ones making the final. What? Good night. Good night, Godfather. Put that baby to bed. I gotta hurry up and finish this shit out. I'm gonna start speed picking here in a second. Kentucky, Illinois, 3 versus 6. Make mine Kentucky. Utah State, Tennessee, 2 versus 10. Make mine Utah State. St. John's, Arkansas. God damn it. God, as much as I want to say upset here. God, I don't know why I feel it. 10 Arkansas. Made it. I did it. It just happened. I got a 10 versus an 11 in the holy crap, I got a 10 versus an 11 in the Sweet 16. I got a 10 versus an 11 in the Sweet 16. That's going to blow my bracket up. I just know it. Oh, God. It's all right. It's okay, because you know what? This is why they play the game. This is why they do it. Tennessee over Kentucky, or Kentucky over Tennessee. Tennessee, Kentucky. Finkel, Einhorn, Finkel. Make it Kentucky. Okay. I did it. Arkansas, Drake. Arkansas's run continues. I did it. Colorado State. I did it. I said Colorado State is going to beat Florida. Holy crap. Hold on. I think you also have a 12 versus 13 matchup. Oh, God, I need to go. Okay, hold on, Warren. Hold on. Is Colorado State going to beat Florida? Probably not. Right? That's not going to happen, is it? Could it happen? Is it possible? Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel. Exactly. What? I think that's a foolish thing to do. Colorado State beating Florida, but I just like it. I like it. I picked Florida. I caved. I caved to conventional wisdom. Such a pussy. Laces out, Finkel. I'm such a pussy. I caved to conventional wisdom. I did. Houston and Clemson. Is this when I pick Clemson to beat Houston? Is this the time? I can do it. I'll do it. What? I'll just push that button. Look at this. Look how easy it happened. Bing, boom. They're out of there. Man, I don't know. He said pick Houston. Fuck. All right. What? I don't want all 1 seeds. I don't want all 1 seeds. It's boring. It's boring. That's great. Love that fucking movie. All the number ones made it to the Final Four last time they were in San Antonio. I know, Dante. You gotta ruin a good story with fucking facts. Dante gotta ruin a good story with motherfucking facts. One lose in the Elite Eight. One's losing the Elite Eight. Well, here's what we got, gentlemen. Here's what I got left. Here's what I got left in my Elite Eight. I got number 1 Florida, number 1 Houston, number 10 Arkansas, number 3 Kentucky. And I already picked Duke and Auburn to make it to the final. In that top one. Michigan State, Jason Richardson's kid, because I wonder if that's the kid that he got out of Steve Nash's wife. Oh, got to pick Wisconsin. You know why? Because my kid. See, she made it easy. Kasena, that one's for you. That one's for you. No reason, no math, no nothing. None of that shit. So here it comes. We picking the Final Four. It took me long enough. Jesus. Here we go. Auburn, MSU, Auburn. They're a bunch of old men. Duke, got to do it. Sorry, baby girl. Your team, that's where the luck ends. That's where it stops. A lot of people talking about this being an upset tournament. And when the majority is all leaning one way, it usually goes the other way. Fade the public. What? Guys, it's the whats that have slowed me down. I love them. I love them. I love that new button. What? I fucking love that button. Houston, Kentucky. Yeah, I'm taking Kentucky. I did it. I did it, and I don't give a shit. I did it. I yanked it. I yanked the thing. No number ones. No all number ones will make it. No all number ones. No. No. Florida, fine. Here's my final four. Auburn, number one. Florida, number one. Duke, number one. Kentucky, number three. Is that foolish? Is that dumb? Should I just go ahead and, I mean, why didn't I just go with Houston? Am I blowing it here? Is this where I blew it? Like, is this where I blew it? I don't know nothing about Kentucky. Is this where I blew it? Yeah. 3 SEC teams in the Final Four. I know the SEC rules everything. I guess I could just pick Houston here. Like, why? Why go against conventional wisdom? I've done all the things in between. Is this the mistake that I'm making? Is this what undoes my bracket? Blown like Ron plays what?
What?
Ah, come on. You guys are no fucking fun. Fine. Fine. Look, all number ones. Look, there it is. Then I'm taking Cooper Flag over Houston, and I'm taking Auburn, the old men, and then I'm taking Cooper Flag to win it all. Boom. As much as I hate giving it to Duke.
What? What? What?
There it is. There it is. There you have it. There you have it. The Duke Blue Devils win the national championship. Cooper Flag at the helm because he's the best player in college basketball. That's about all I know about it. Oh. Well, guys. Well, gang. Is Jason Richardson's son the guy from the video I sent you? No, I don't think he's that guy. Duke Blue Devils what?
What?
The Blue Man Group what?
What?
The Blue Horns to the ship what?
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 Is Jason Richardson's son the guy from the video I sent you? What?
What?
RJ Fishing, thanks for the laugh. What?
What?
Thank you, Dante. You added a lot tonight in the beginning stages. And you've come through with nuggets. We met a new guy. We met a new guy, Godfather J6. Welcome to the party, pal.
What?
Okay, guys. I am spent. But I had fun.
What?
I hate picking all number ones. I hate that. I'm not going to lie to you. It doesn't agree with my sensibilities. But it is what it is. Yeah, that's going to do it for tonight. I'm spent.
What if I told
Who do we
you
got out here?
pain is the process, hurt worth the cost lesser, more be the option. Sticking
Andon.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I'm a nice fuck.
Fishing for cards.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I'm a nice fuck.
Dante.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I'm a nice fuck.
Godfather J6.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I'm a nice fuck.
Timothy Rimothy.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here.
Let me stop.
I'm a nice fuck.
Who did I miss? Who did I miss? Who did I miss? Right, quietly.
Silence to the tires bleed dance. I like spinning right on wire things.
Nice. Jason Hunt.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I'm a nice fuck.
Victory lap.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. Every day my hood, I'm a nice worker.
Jesus Molina.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. Every day my hood, I'm a nice worker.
All right, you guys. Have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow. What? I said we'll see you tomorrow.
What?
I said we'll see you tomorrow.
What? 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 What?
Fucking love that button.
And now it's time to play everybody's favorite game.
Jesus Christ, we can't run.